I'm going to show you exactly how to find actual leads and customers from your social following and make money while you're doing that. This effectively is a crash course on the power of tiny offers, and it's going to introduce you to the concept of value ladders. If you've already heard of value ladders or tiny offers, perfect. I'm going to dive in and show you how you can use these and generate leads while making money. If you've never heard of any of them before, that's also absolutely fine. I'm going to start from the basics and walk you through exactly what I do as a digital marketing strategist and consultant for my clients. All right, that sounds good to you. It goes from the low end where there's free content, and we probably have heard of these in lead magnets and irresistible offers. And then it walks them up into low ticket or introductory offers, mid or high ticket, which is your core offer or signature service usually, and then even further up into high ticket and VIP products or services. I commonly see that most people have this mid or high ticket fleshed out first, and then we kind of have to work up and down from there. So this is the core. This is the main thing that you do. As an example, let's look at a donut party catering business. At the low end of their value ladder or customer journey, they probably have someone at the train station handing out tasters on sticks, like little tiny donut balls as people go past. And then as a higher ticket offer, but still low ticket, is buy an actual donut. Then as we move up into their main bread and butter, what they probably make most of their money on a daily basis, is when people buy a box of like 4 or 12 donuts. This is a product they're really trying to sell. And then also they might have some people that go all out and get donuts catered for their work party or something like that. The same thing kind of depicted in another way, it looks like this. So here we can actually see we've got some prices laid out. The pricing always depends on the business and the niche. This is just an example of how we might walk someone through different value in our business. So the customer gets more value from this business the more they spend, and you get more value from your customer the more that you can offer them. So it's a symbiotic relationship that works for both sides, and that's my favorite thing about the value ladder. The thing I see commonly is that this bottom end of the value ladder is not often fleshed out for online businesses or offline businesses. In bricks and mortar style businesses, we very typically see them from this sort of mid-tier and upwards. They often don't have things down here, especially not digital things. And as much as it might not seem intuitive, having a digital offering that's free or low ticket can help get people into your physical location and your bricks and mortar business. So if that's you, this training is still applicable. And of course, if your whole service is online, like mine as a marketing strategist and consultant, then perfect, because we can work on these low ticket offers to pull people into the value ladder and moving through my business and their customer journey. So now let's talk about these tiny offers. What goes in that little circle? A tiny offer is something that is irresistible to your audience. So you have to make it so juicy that it's just easy for them to say yes. A tiny offer is also free or low ticket. So this is $1, $7, $27, generally under 50. And it also needs to be aligned with your core offers. So remember those peaks or the ladder that we just saw? We want this offer, this tiny offer, to make sense as an introduction to our higher ticket products or services. And lastly, this was really important, a tiny offer is usually passive or leveraged. That means it's something that you can sell again and again without consuming your own hours or resources. And that's the key, because you're selling it at a really low price. So you can't really give away your time or something that's going to be expensive for you to provide. But we still want something that's irresistible to them, that's aligned with your offers, that's small enough that they're going to kind of not think twice about saying yes, and to have all that happen in a way that doesn't cost us time and effort, except at the front end when we first set it up. So here's some examples of tiny offers. These tick all these boxes. They are usually sold under $50. All these things can give the customer a quick win, can create some value for them if they follow the worksheet or do the training, or save time because the Trello board's already there. So we can offer these things for free or cheap, and we can get people into our value ladder and generate leads for our higher ticket services. You probably recognize some things here that you have downloaded from other people, or maybe that you already offer in your business. An interesting point I want you to think about as well is a lot of these things might exist in your business already, but not as tiny offers. You might have things like an audit that is part of your process. When you onboard a new client, you might spend the first 3 days auditing their existing marketing or their software or whatever it is. So you might have things like this already incorporated in your business, but you haven't pulled them out and made tiny offers of them. So look at this list, screenshot it if you like, and we're going to work through some examples in your own business a little bit later. First, I want to talk about why these are so powerful for lead generation specifically. First of all, it's because they are the right size for social media. It is a low commitment and it's a quick decision for someone to spend $27. They are great for generating leads because they're aligned to your core offer. So you're going to be getting people who are paying this small amount of money for these like little tiny offers, but the people who are interested in your tiny offers are going to be the same people who are interested in your higher ticket services. So you're generating leads. You're not just selling cheap stuff, you're actually making money to generate leads. It's also quick and easy. Once you get the hang of this tiny offer process, you can kind of skip all the fancy funnels and big launches, and you can put tiny offers out there to keep connecting your social media efforts to your sales. And it also is great for the customer because it gives them a chance to try before they buy. So you're providing an opportunity for them to take that first step on their customer journey. So that's why these are so powerful. You're going to generate leads, you're going to make it easy for them, it's going to be quick for you, and it's going to make money at the same time. So how do we find or create these in our business? All right, first up, there are a couple of things you need in place before it makes sense to try brainstorming or creating a tiny offer. So the first thing you need is a good idea of your ideal client or who you want to serve. You're going to need to know what they're struggling with or what their desire is, and you're going to want to know what result you get for them and how. So basically, this is just your elevator pitch. Who do you serve and why? What benefit do you bring them? If we know these things, we can reverse engineer to create the perfect tiny offer. If you don't know these things yet, or even if you do, but you want to dig in a bit deeper, then how does this help? Why are you making me do this deep dive into my audience? Well, empathizing with your customer plus creating the tiny offer that they need equals making money while generating great leads. So I'm going to bring these up. These are the slides we saw before. What makes a good tiny offer? Bring it back up to refresh your memory. Take a screenshot if you like. And let's dive into one of the best questions that I get, which is how do I know which things should be free and which things should be paid in my tiny offers? Well, the freebies are usually the what or the why. So your freebie, also known as a lead magnet, in my case, if we take an example of this exact training that I'm giving you, could be something like a PDF, a downloadable on how to make more money more easily in your business, a beginner's guide to value ladders. And it's just informative, explains what value ladders are, why they're helpful, and all that kind of thing. And I could put that on my website as a freebie. Then I could upsell from that into a low ticket offer. And here is where I'm providing the answer to how. So someone knows the benefit of the value ladder now, and they want to know how to do it in their own business. So I might provide some plug and play templates to help you DIY your value ladder. And maybe I'll charge $27 for that. And then that'll lead into a mid-ticket offer where basically people want it to be easier, please. So here I might be like, okay, rather than you using my templates and DIYing it, I'll make it easier for you. Just come on a strategy session. We'll be one-to-one. We'll map out your whole value ladder together. Then it'll be $297. So if you are trying to think of some tiny offers for your business, think of the what and why being the free, the how being the low ticket paid offer, and then easier please is the part where it goes into your business as usual, whatever you're already used to selling and doing. As you work through this, here are some questions that I think will be really helpful. These are the things I ask my clients when I'm trying to come up with a tiny offer for them. When we're building out their strategy, these are things that I ask. What gets in the way of people buying from you? As in, what do they not understand or believe that you could show them or teach them? Or put another way, what do you wish people already had in place before they came to you? So not necessarily a belief or an understanding, but a physical thing. Do they need a certain budget? Do they need certain assets? Do they need certain systems in place? What do they need that would make it your job easier or enable you to do a better job? What extra steps or services do you often find yourself recommending to clients who aren't quite ready yet? This one's often gold. This one shows where there's a gap lower in your value ladder. So brainstorm some answers to these questions. And for your homework, I want you to try to think of a few tiny offers that would make sense for your business and get customers onto your value ladder. Remember the key ingredients? It should be leveraged, it should be juicy, and it needs to be aligned so that it does work as a lead generation tool. If you want some help with this, I have a worksheet. You can go to gmocreative.com/tinyofferworksheet and you can download something that will walk you through all the steps we talked about today and even has some screenshots of the slides there as easy reference so you have an example to work through as you go. And if there's one thing I can leave you with today, it is that I challenge you to take action on something you learned today. It's all well and good to have all this great information, but it's doing it that makes a difference. If you have any questions, I would love to connect with you. You can find me at my website, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, generally anywhere on the internet. And I look forward to seeing your value ladders and tiny offers soon. Thanks, guys. Good luck.